guys, welcome back to my channel and to this week's memory plan with me. So this week we are back planning the week of March 2nd through to March 8th, and the kit that I'll be using is a Wednesday planning kit. It is called Queen Bee. Now unfortunately the kit is no longer available in the store, but if you are interested in seeing it back in store, definitely leave a comment below and I will let Emily from Wednesday Planning know. So to start with, as per usual, I am just taking you through the kit. So this is, for anyone who knows Wednesday Planning, you will know that her formatting recently changed. So this particular kit wasn't brought back to the store, as I mentioned, and so therefore the format is her old format, but I ended up making it work. I did have to bring in a few functional items, so you will see some functional boxes pulled in from Marshmallow Sticker Co. and Sticker Thief. You will also see that I bring in some foiled headers from Sticker Thief, and then the other headers that I use are actually from the kit. I did have to do things a little bit differently this week, only because once I actually put the top headers down, I realized that I didn't actually have enough headers to carry through the entire spread the way that I normally would. So I end up actually just putting the headers on the top and the bottom of each column, and they obviously match to keep them sort of in sync, I guess. And then what I do is I then bring in some simply gilded tape later on in the spread, and I actually place that above most of the full boxes, and then the full boxes that I place at the top, I put a header underneath that, just to give it a bit more of a pop of black, because the kit is very, very yellow, and just so that I could sort of square off the full boxes. You will also see that in the sidebar I bring in a quote from Marshmallow Sticker Co. and I also bring in some Simply Gilded washing, which is fantastic. Washing? Did I just say washing? Well, no. I bring in some Simply Gilded washi, which I thought was really fun because I honestly don't remember when I bought that particular washi. It's the black with the white inverted bows. I don't even remember when I bought it or why I bought it, but it went really well with this spread, in my opinion. I also bring in some page dividers or header overlays. I know that you can use them for both. I'm pretty sure the ones that I have are page dividers, so I bought those in. And I did mix a little bit of gold into the spread, so you will see that when I do my Coffee Monday, I do actually use a sticker from the Sticky Committee. And I think that is all in terms of the foundations of the kit. I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. Like, it's really, I was a little bit worried because it is very heavily yellow, but I feel like the end result was really fun. There wasn't too much that happened on this particular week. I feel like I say that all the time. My life isn't overly interesting, guys, if you haven't already figured that out by now. But I'm just having a bit of a look because I've got my planner here in front of me. Oh, okay. So we did have a couple of things on this week. So when I get to the back half of the week on the Thursday, you will see that I put down a sticker to mark that Mickey left work early. So Mickey is my husband, Michael, and sometimes I refer to him as Mickey. So I actually mark in that he left early. So on the Thursday, he emailed me and he was like, "We may be getting sent home." And that's all it said. So I wrote back and I was like, "What do you mean?" He didn't reply. My lunch break came around. I sent him a message on Facebook Messenger. He still didn't reply. I sent him another email. He didn't reply. I was like, what the hell is going on? Anyway, he came back with his response, and his response was literally, "Why do you think?" So on the Thursday, he left work early because somebody in his law firm where he works was reported to have been in contact with somebody who had contracted coronavirus. So to be precautionary, I guess, they sent the entire firm home early. So that was not fun. And then because they obviously wanted the suspected person to go and get tested because apparently what it was is this man's wife, someone in her family had contracted the virus. So the wife had to get tested, the husband had to get tested. So on the Friday, they decided that it was best that everybody just stay at home until this particular person got their test results back. So you'll also see on the Friday that I put in a little half box just to mark that, again, my husband was off work due to the coronavirus scare at his office. That was, and amongst all of that, I got the flu again. So for anyone who watched my videos a couple of weeks back, you would have seen that I was sick for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Then I actually got sick again. So amongst my husband being told to leave work early, I was also having flu symptoms, and I was like, oh great, here we go, I've got coronavirus, it's all your fault. It was not a very fun week. Amidst all of that, it was one of my good friends' birthdays on the Wednesday, and I didn't mark it in because we didn't end up going, but we were meant to go for dinner to celebrate his birthday on the Saturday night, but they actually have 4 young children, and there was going to be other children there and other people there, and given that obviously I didn't have coronavirus, but given the symptoms and given everything that was going on, I figured it was best for me, and even Michael, with someone in his building potentially having coronavirus or being exposed to coronavirus, I thought it would be better if we just stayed away and kept our distance. So unfortunately we didn't go to that, which was a bit of a shame, but health comes first, like birthday parties and catch-ups you can have whenever, but if somebody gets a virus that could potentially be fatal, I know that they're saying that the fatality rate isn't too much to worry about at the moment, but at the end of the day, it's not even, myself or them. It's about who they could potentially come into contact with and who they may potentially make sick. Because naturally, younger children, people with immunity issues, elderly people, those are the people that we've got to be worried about. So that was my biggest concern. Other than that, nothing too exciting. I'm just having a bit of a squiz. Monday is just pretty much the usual stuff. I put down coffee Monday, I put in work, I took a nap when I came home, uploaded. Tuesday I pretty much just marked in that I had a good day. I had a scratchy throat, just very sort of standard week. It was really, this particular week I was also part of a project team. Basically, for anyone who, forget what I was about to say. I was about to say basically anyone who would remember the bushfires. Everyone remembers the bushfires. Basically, during the bushfire period, my work was helping people with emergency accommodation and helping them relocate if, their home was under threat. And we basically, as a result of that, we put a lot of people into accommodation, and we finally got all the invoices through for all of the accounts that needed to be paid. So myself and, 4 other people were put into like a little mini project where we basically sat for a week and we sorted through all the paperwork, paid all the payments, finalized everything, scanned everything, and basically just did a whole heap of administration stuff. So this whole week that I planned out, I was part of that projects team, and I finally found a use for the half box in my sidebar, and that's what I actually note down in the sidebar because I didn't have room to put it in during the week. Other than that, what else happened? I'm just looking at the spread. Like I said, I bought in a lot of different things. Because there was a lot of yellow, I wanted to try and bring in some of the pinks and the blues. I did bring in some they're like little rose-coloured days, like mini decorative stars. So I did put those on a couple of things just to put some foil elsewhere. I did want to use full box overlays, but I have noticed that the Wednesday planning full boxes are slightly larger than a standard box. For example, if you buy like a Scribble Prints kit, or no, even better, if you buy like an Arctic Paper Studio overlay, on a Monique Plans overlay. The Wednesday planning full boxes are actually slightly larger than those, so whenever you put an overlay on them, you actually have to cut off a sliver at the bottom. And stupid me, because I didn't do that at the beginning and because I'd already planned out the week, for me to put down the overlays and to cut off a little bit at the bottom so that it didn't look silly, I would have had to basically move all of my stickers around again because there'd be awkward spaces, and I just honestly couldn't be bothered doing that. So I stuck to using a header overlay at the bottom, which I got from Celebrate Sticker Co. You can't really see it because of the yellow background, but when I give you guys a bit of a wiggle at the end, you'll be able to see that. And then I just put in like a whole bunch of, I've been trying to change up the stickers I use because I generally go to the same things over and over again. So I am trying to make my way through my stash, and I guess that will be easier once I sort my stash out. I did order in some of the plastic sleeves from Amazon, so I just need to get myself some folders, and then I'm going to do like reorganize all of my stickers. I am thinking about doing a sticker organization video where I'll probably pre-sort everything into some sort of organized pile, I guess, because otherwise it would take all day. But basically the plan is that I sort everything into piles, and then I go through and put them into sleeves and label them and put them into a folder. If that is something that you guys are interested in seeing, please let me know below, because I wasn't really sure. I'm more than happy to do it off camera and just organize my stickers. To be honest, it's probably easier that way, and that way they're just ready to use for my next video. But if you guys are interested in seeing me do a video on my sticker organization, please let me know below. And I'm then also looking to do, I've got some washi drawers now, but nothing's really sorted. It's kind of all just shoved in there. So I'm also thinking about doing some sort of washi organization and declutter type videos, or a single video if it's not too long. Again, if that is something you guys are interested in seeing, definitely let me know below. Because yeah, I'm basically caught up. My intentions, well, I was meant to film this particular, so today is the 22nd of March. As you guys know, I'm backwards. I can never speak when I film videos. As you guys know, I'm back planning this particular spread. But basically, I was intending yesterday to get up and catch up. I was planning to do my 2 plan with me's yesterday, my pre-plan with me today. But unfortunately, yesterday at about 8:30 in the morning, I woke up with a migraine and I ended up going back to sleep. I took some painkillers and went back to sleep until about 1 o'clock. And that headache just continued to linger. So I decided against filming. I basically just had a bit of a take it easy YouTube binge kind of day. So today I have filmed the video you guys are currently watching and my pre-plan. And so next week I'm hoping that I will be able to catch up. I mean, given that everything's about to go into lockdown, I dare say that I'm going to have nothing else better to do. So that'll be my weekend next weekend. I said it in my pre-plan with me, but this is insane. Like, our whole country is going into lockdown. People are being laid off. I guess I can't say laid off work, but they're being temporarily stood down. But temporary has no time frame. There's no indication as to whether they're going to be off work for 2 days, 2 months, 2 years. Like, everything is just so uncertain. And it makes me really worried. I mean, I'm lucky because I'm going to be able to work from home. But people like my dad, my mum, my brother, I honestly don't know what they're going to do or how they're going to manage. Particularly because, obviously, my dad has a mortgage. He has bills that he needs to pay. My brother is lucky in regards to the fact that he lives with my dad. So he doesn't actually have any overheads himself. But he has no leave from work. Like, people who don't have leave and are going to be forced to take time off, I don't know how they're going to manage. It's really, really scary. And my husband keeps saying, oh, there's going to be a recession, there's going to be this, and there's going to be that, and so much is going to be impacted. The next couple of months for Australia are going to be very, very interesting, to say the least. And I know it's rather trivial, but For me at the moment, it's kind of frustrating because my husband turns 30 this year, and I don't know if you can hear this, I'm trying to be quiet. I wanted to organise a surprise party for him, but now I can't because of all these rules and regulations. And I know it's for the best, but it still makes me sad. Like, I really wanted to do something for him. I mean, to be honest, he's an introvert. He probably doesn't want a big fuss made, but it would have been nice to do something other than just hanging out at home. But we may have no choice. And it's crazy because I feel like a lot of people's planner spreads and planner videos and voiceovers and planners and this, that, and the other are just going to be full of people talking about this virus and how it's impacting them and how it's affecting their family and their lives, and it's a very, very uncomfortable time. Yeah, I was going to continue, but I figured that I'll wait because I've got a video, obviously when I get up to the Plan With Me for this week that's just gone. I'll talk about it in a little bit more depth, but basically I'm fortunate enough to be able to work from home, and I'm in two minds about how I feel about that. So we'll go into more detail about that a little later on. To come back to the stickers, I guess, you would have seen that on Monday, so I used, I did my regular Coffee Monday, so I used a Stella Boat coffee cup and a script from the Sticky Committee to mark that. I then marked in work. I used a cute little page divider, but I don't actually go in and put them in until the end, so you won't see that yet. I used a whimsical cat studio girl to mark that I had a nap. I used a little flat lay from Oscar and Lou again to mark that I uploaded my still call it a weeks. My Metro City Girl planner. My Metro City Girl Plan With Me. Tuesday, I marked down work. I then used a little bee sticker from the kit to mark that I had a good day that day. I used a sticker thief, rugged up bun to mark that I started to get a bit of a scratchy throat on the Tuesday. I then used a teacup from the sticker thief to mark that I had a cup of tea when I got home. I go and put in another little divider. I then also use the Sticker Thief Hair Washing Girl to mark in washing my hair, and then at the bottom of Monday through Thursday you will see that I put in the little Lime and Mortar TVs just to mark what TV shows I watched throughout the week. Wednesday I used some little balloons from Celebo to mark my friend's birthday. I then used a Sheila Sugar rolling in her cash to mark payday, pairing that with a Celebo script. I didn't fill it in because I need to get some scripts for it because I've only got scripts that go over a double line, but I used a doodle icon from Celebo to mark in a YouTube binge, and then of course again my TV shows. Moving on to Thursday, I've got work. I used a little Coffee Monsters Co. emoji to mark having a headache. I then used another icon from Celebo to mark that I topped up my parking pass that day, which was very annoying because basically I top it up, I pay at the pay station with a debit card, and on that particular day my husband had my card with him. There's no functionality to pay otherwise, so I literally had to leave the parking station, drive up the road to the service station, which is literally 2 minutes from the parking lot. But because it was peak hour, it took me, no joke, an hour to get 2 minutes up the road and back. But alas, I managed to top up my parking pass. I then put in another divider with a little Once More with Love Munchkin to mark, as I mentioned earlier, that my husband left work early that day. I then used a flat lay from Stellabo to mark that I uploaded haul part 2 to the part 1 that I uploaded the week prior, obviously. And then my TV shows. On to Friday, I used another Once More with Love Munchkin to mark that, again, as mentioned, my husband was off work for the day due to the coronavirus scare. I then go and place down another divider. That evening, I've used another Stellar Boy laptop icon to mark another YouTube binge. I've also then marked in the Sticker Thief new releases for that day. And then the final thing that I marked for Friday, I used the Planner Sticker AU little popcorn bucket to mark that we watched the first Purge. We love the Purge series. Yes, we're probably messed up and crazy, but whatever. They're addictive. Moving on to Saturday, I used a Stella Bow icon to mark that we had a big breakfast. So we got a takeaway big breakfast from the cafe up the road, which was delicious. I used a Bubblemon stickers, I think it is. Bubblemon Stickers Co. A little character there to mark that my body was aching and I had a few pains. Again, because of the scratchy throat and the flu. I then paired a Kinsey's Creation script with a camera from Fox and Cactus to mark filming that day. And more binge watching, another laptop icon from Stella Bow to mark YouTube binging. I then used a Sticker Thief Instagram icon to mark that I did an Instagram post on that day. And that marks out Saturday, or concludes Saturday rather. And then on to Sunday, which is where I'm up to now. I use another Kinsey's script and Fox and Cactus camera to mark filming. I then go on to mark another Instagram post with the same icon from Sticker Thief, just in a different colorway. I then use I'm pretty sure it's a Wednesday planning one, or it could be a Planner Sticker AU, I'm not sure. I don't have the header on it anymore. But I use a little grocery cart there and pair that with a Hello Gold script from Stella Bow Sticker Co. to mark that we did a grocery shop. And then the last two things that I marked for Sunday was again washing my hair using my favorite little Sticker Thief hair wash Flower Girl. And then I use a little character sticker there from Labelle Stickers to mark that I uploaded. Because I didn't cover it off before, in the sidebar I used the Sticker Thief YouTube button and Sticker Thief Insta icon to track my socials. And then in that little half box, you'll see when we come back and sort of pan out that I layered 2 decorative stickers from the kit to mark in that project I was talking about. And I also used another decorative sticker to put in the full box down the bottom, just so that it wasn't so plain. I'm really happy with how that turned out. I don't know what it is, but I'm really loving the whole idea of layering the stickers at the moment. I'm just finding it very, very enjoyable. Other than that, guys, that is the entire spread. So I'm about to show you guys the finished spread. I will take you through the leftover stickers. I'm just giving you a little bit of a wiggle because the foil that I used, it's so pretty. It's like a hollow gold sparkle. It's beautiful. I'm just showing you the quote sticker there, which says, "Wake up and smell the inspiration," and just pointing at that bottom 5mm foil overlay. Here I am just taking you through what I used in the kit and what I have left. As you can see, I used a fair bit of the kit. I'm trying to be mindful of that moving forward. And that is it for this week. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye for now.